rev up your engines for the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast with Big E. Proudly sponsored by Christensen Law, where bikers helping engine bikers is more than just a motto. It's our commitment to the biker community. Be sure to tune in and listen to the latest news and biker buzz. And for all your personal injury needs, be sure to contact the Christensen Law team at 248-900-9000. Welcome to the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast, where the rubber meets the road and the tales of the ride unfold. I'm Big E, your guide on this two-wheeled adventure. Life is short, bikers, so let's get after it. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. In studio, we are very fortunate to have Big Yeti, Rob Norton.
All right. Thanks for having me, man. Seems like I've been here all day.
Yeah, well, not all day, but for a few hours.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Of course, we're going to talk about your big ride.
Yes.
Northern Michigan Bikers. Memorial Day.
Yep, Memorial Weekend.
Weekend, yeah.
Yep. So we got the Some Gave All Memorial Weekend ride coming up on May 25th. And that ride is to benefit the veterans and at-risk youth of Northern Michigan with Reining Liberty Ranch. So for those who don't know what Reining Liberty Ranch is, I highly urge you to go check them out on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on the website, or at on Facebook at www.reininglibertyranch.org, and that's Reining Liberty, REINING, reining as in horse reins,
Not like raining cats and dogs.
not raining cats and dogs. But it's an awesome place. Miss Becky, who runs that, she started in 2012. She has a very significant tie to the veterans organizations. And she just wanted to do something to give back. And it's what the ranch does. They use horse therapy to help veterans deal with some issues that they have going on, whether they served in Vietnam or an Iraq war or they just got out. It's open for everybody.
Awesome. And I know you're very involved in wanting to give back to your community, which is awesome. How did you find this Reining Liberty Ranch?
So a few years ago, by trade, I'm a construction superintendent, and I build buildings throughout northern Michigan and beyond. And a few years ago, with another company, a gentleman was going through our trash dumpster on one of our job sites, and that's a big no-no for us.
Right.
It's a liability issue, and so we went out there and say, what the hell are you doing? And he's looking for scrap. He needs some wood, and we allow some of that. We'll put it to the side. But this gentleman, his name is George Chaplin. He's become a very good friend and a good mentor to me. He hooked us up with Reining Liberty. He said, "Hey, there's a ranch here. They need a lot of help. They serve veterans and stuff like that." So my partner and I, we called our owners at the time and said, "Hey, we want to help these people out. What can we do?" And they said, "Go use your credit card and you do whatever they want you to do." So we went out there. We built 3 or 4 decks, wheelchair accessible for some of the veterans to get onto the house. So what the ranch is an old farmhouse. There's a few acres out there, but so everything was kind of falling apart. So we went out there and helped them out. And that was in 2018, I believe it was. And I kept in touch throughout. I do go out to like the Veterans Coalition every once in a while to just see what's going on. And me and our club brother Mook were sitting around my garage one night having a few too many bourbons, and we were talking about some cool rides, that we want to do this coming year, 2024. And I was like, man, I want to help out that somehow, And he's like, well, let's ride out to Arlington National Cemetery and back. I'm like, let's do it. He was taking a weekend. I'm like, let's do it in a day. And so I reached out to Miss Becky, who's the proprietor of Reining Liberty, and said, hey, we want to raise some money and do this big ride. Luckily, my brothers and sisters here in our club were like, yes, a bit ambitious.
We were. I was gung ho. I was right there with you. I was like, man, that'd be awesome. I want to do that. That would be a freaking awesome ride.
That's still going to happen. But it ain't going to serve the purpose of what that serves the purpose of is my own ego.
Right.
Getting out there saying I did it. It ain't going to serve the purpose of raising the money is needed to help benefit this. So we decided to draw back a little bit, and we decided to do this thing on May 25th, which I thought Memorial Weekend was an awesome idea, and it really is an awesome idea to do something like that. Unfortunately, it is to kick off the summer, and it's the first big weekend of summer, and people are pretty busy doing their usual things. So, but we're still going to keep on doing this for this year. This ride will be every year. It's going to be an annual event. As long as we can keep rolling with it, we're going to keep on doing it. And, so Miss Becky came in and said, hey, I love the idea. Let's host it here at the ranch. Our main goal for this year is just to raise awareness about the ranch.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
Right. So there's a lot of veterans in the area that really don't know. Maybe they just moved up here or they go around, but they just don't know about this particular this outlet for them. And they use, like I said, they use horses out there. They have goats. They have a mini horse. They have so many different style of chickens. I didn't realize there was that many, breeds of chickens in the world. They all taste the same to me. But there's just all sorts of stuff out there. And once you're out there and you go up onto the hill, they have this little hill up there with they do a lot of the campfires up there, and they go up there and stargaze and talk. And once you're up there, you can oversee the ranch a little bit, and it's just, you kind of understand, it's something that comes from inside you. It's just like, oh,
I'm excited to go check it out.
I can't wait for you guys to get out there and take a look at it and meet Miss Becky, because what this woman does is unreal. Like, her dedication to this is beyond anything I've ever had. So I'm 43 years old, and I finally found my purpose. And this is
right.
Like, doing. I love motorcycles. I'm not a veteran, but I did go to Iraq, and I worked as a subcontractor over there in the field, and I got to see our men and women come back from mission either ecstatic that everyone got back home, mission accomplished, or the worst of things where they're pulling somebody off a back.
Right.
And being there with them and getting to know these people and seeing what they go through, and when they come back home, they get absolutely shit on and forgotten about. So last year, December, I decided, this is what I need to do. This is my calling. And I came to my amazing club, Patriot Saints, the Riding Club, and talked to my brothers and sisters about it. And there wasn't even a blink from
Oh, no, we were on board instantly. Yeah.
And, I was doing this with or without them, and I'm so happy I'm doing it with them.
Yeah, we're definitely definitely 100% behind you. Again, we're right there with the thought that a lot of our veterans kind of get shit on.
Yeah, and it's
and that's bullshit.
It's kind of what we are as a club. This is what we fight for. This is why we our founders created this thing, and I'm proud to wear that patch on my back. So having all that going on, again with Miss Becky out there at Reining Liberty, she's ecstatic over it. She holds this ranch very close. So it took me a little bit to kind of get in and gain a little bit of trust, because she has been burnt in the past, and she protects these veterans as it's their. From the first guy's first day out there, that's her kid, and so
right.
she is a mother hen 100% through, and she'll go down fighting for these people, and I fell in love with that about her. So I was being patient and just trying to show her who Rob is, and now we're pals and we're partners in this. So and I'm not just doing this by myself. We have a list of people behind this.
Yeah, why don't you tell us.
First off is Bikers Helping Injured Bikers, Christensen Law came on. I reached out to Shell. Well, actually, she reached out to me. I put on the Northern Michigan Bikers Facebook group that, we're planning a ride, and I was expecting zero involvement from anybody. And within 20 minutes after posting that, Shell came in and said, hey, what can I do? And obviously, with Mid Michigan Biker Podcast having a connection to Christensen Law, it was easy. I'm like, well, if Big E trusts her, I trust her.
Yeah, good people.
Yep, and I got to know her pretty well, and so they are really helping driving this. They're a partner as well in this. So it's Reining Liberty Ranch, Christensen Law, and Northern Michigan Bikers are the main pinpoints of this. And then down there we have the Patriot Saints Riding Club, which is an amazing riding club here. Down this way, and they're my brothers and sisters are coming in and helping out with everything. We got PP's helped made up the ride 4 or 5 times for me because we changed my damn mind.
It's changed a few times,
but we made it easier for everybody. We got people in our club that are making some things for the raffle, and just the support, man. Like I haven't, it's just the good jobs, or hey, if you need anything, I'm here. From every member that we have, which is cool. And then we have my company that I work for, Pioneer Construction, made a very large donation to the ride. So without their support and their willingness to let me miss some work to come maybe do a few podcasts or a few radio shows, our company's right behind us as well. So then we have a whole list of other people on there who are either donating to the ride or have paid sponsorships for the T-shirt. So Joe's Friendly Tavern, which is Brothers Mook, his girlfriend is the manager over there.
Right.
She heard about what we're doing. She's like, well, why don't you guys stop here on the ride, and I'm going to do a giveaway. So they're giving away a few $100s worth of merchandise.
I've heard, and
things there. And Joe's Friendly Tavern up in Empire, Michigan. You guys are amazing. We had Burnsy's Custom Patches come on very early on too, and this guy. Look him up on Facebook. He's cool, like super cool. So he gave us like 100 patches, like custom made of our logo patches for the ride. Just donated them. That's a few $100 worth of patches.
Yeah, patches aren't cheap. Yeah,
and they're high quality. So he came on and donated that for us. So the first 80 riders that show up at the ride with their registration paid for, they get a free patch from us. That's how we're going to do that. Of course, we got our paid sponsors for the T-shirts. We got Gabe's Country Store out of Maple City. They came on and donated for the ride for that. We got Northern Michigan Barber Shop, which is my personal barber, Miss Crystal over there. She heard about this, and not only did she donate, she has linked me up with 1 million people in Traverse City area to talk with. Car Quest out of Kalkaska, a good friend of mine owns that. She was like, I want a T-shirt, so put my name on it.
Right.
And Stance Dozer, which is where Brother Mook works. His boss donated to the ride as well. We got Sleeping Bear Motorsports. They're a T-shirt sponsor. Midwest Biker Relief Foundation, which is another biker rights organization, sort of, that I'm involved with. They're a down biker organization. They came on and donated. And then, of course, we had the Mid Michigan Biker Podcast.
Of course. They're pretty good people, too.
They're okay. And then as we were looking for shirts, right? This is a long scattered story, but we're looking for people to help with shirts, and shirts are not cheap to get made.
No.
And I didn't have the ability to make them myself. So I got with a company in Traverse City. They were all about it. And then last minute they dropped, we can't help you. And I was devastated because I got a lot of money from these T-shirt sponsors. I'm like, oh shit, what am I going to do? So I reached out to Shell a little bit. She got me in touch with Scott Igo from the Hell to Paradise ride.
Right. Scott, been on the podcast.
He's awesome, man.
He's a good dude.
What do you need from me? What can I do to help you? On top of his own ride, his first year doing this ride.
Right. And it's a very ambitious ride.
And he's, he has a lot of attention from it. He's really gaining. He's like, he hit the brakes and what can I do to help you? I was like, I need help with shirts, dude. Who do you got? Well, I know this lady up in Traverse City. She might be able to help you. And I'm like, perfect. I'm in Traverse City. And he didn't know that.
Right.
So I reached out to, her name is Jamie Pless with Southern Girl Sass. And she has been a rock star. So she's making our shirts for us very, very cheaply. There's no direct money out of the funds that we're already taking for that. So what she does is you go to her website, which is a Shopify website. You can order your shirt, any color, or not really any color. We got black and gray going, but any size you really want. We also have tumblers being made, and you order directly from her. She will ship it to you. And then the big cost of that goes right back. She covers her own cost, obviously.
Right.
She's not making any money off these. So, which is baffling. This is how she makes her living. So, she's also going to be out there at the ride with a booth set up. And I'm going to encourage everybody who gets a T-shirt to leave a little tip for her. We're going to have a tip jar up there. She's not asking for that. She's probably going to be pissed off that I'm even saying that, but she's doing a lot of work on her end to do this. And, it's not easy to making up 17 individual logos for a back of a T-shirt, for each sponsor.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
It is, and it's very costly on her end. So, she's taking a huge risk. I mean, we could sell 5 shirts, and she has $350 worth of gear bought.
Right.
She can never use. So we're not going to sell 5 shirts. We're going to sell, hundreds of shirts. So that's our goal, because each shirt that gets made, the shirt's going on sale for $20 a pop. $10 of that goes right back into Reining Liberty Ranch. And so everything you do, like, there's nothing here that we're doing that myself or anybody that's involved is keeping any money. The money that is being kept is for Southern Girl Sass to buy the material, and that's it. But we make all that back.
Right.
So she's been huge at coming on, and she didn't really want me to mention her too much because she's a very, very shy person, but she's a rock star. This wouldn't be going on without her help.
Right. Yeah, and she has to be a rock star because she's doing all the Scott stuff too.
Yeah, she is, and she has a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff. A lot
of colors, and so she's like, let's keep this one simple. Let's go black and gray. She has the tumblers, which are out right now. They're available to buy at this moment, and they're amazing. So,
do you have one yet?
I do.
I figured.
When I came here, I had a whole bunch of stuff I was going to bring for you, and the key fob on my bike decided to die, even though I just changed my battery last week.
Oh.
So that was a hassle, because I wasn't going to come and drive my truck here. I figure if you're gonna talk biker shit, you gotta do biker shit. So
right.
I rode my bike here in the 26-degree weather.
Pretty hardcore.
Well, it's what it's about. I figured I can be uncomfortable for an hour and a half because these soldiers are uncomfortable 24/7.
So he messaged me 10 minutes out. And he's got the little freezing emoji on it. I'm 10 minutes out, freezing. You want me to put the coffee on? Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. It was, but it's nice out now. So
yeah, it'll be a nice ride home.
It's going to be a great ride.
It'll be an awesome ride home.
So, and like I said, if I can be uncomfortable for an hour and a half to, it's not even a little bit of what these people go through when they're coming home. So that's the point of this. Reining Liberty Ranch, they want to be known for places that, for veterans that need to go there. They also work with kids as well. So they have a children's program that come in, at youth teens go in there, and or at-risk youth go in there. And it's just a great way to really calm their minds and let them understand, processes. I got to do a little bit of training with one of the trainers out there. And I grew up around horses, and, this horse is coming up to me, and I'm touching his face and rubbing it. And she's like, oh, no. And they, these horses have like a nerve system that goes down there from behind their ear down their back to their tail section. And I was rubbing that. And as soon as the horse would quiver or make a noise, that was like its spot. So I would rub it and touch that spot for a little bit. And me and that horse bonded. Then I would just walk around. That horse would just follow me around at that point.
Oh, wow.
So these horses, what I've learned, and I'm going to get this super wrong, but horses are one of these animals that just take in all of your energy. All your emotions go into this horse, and they eat it, So then when it gets too much, they start acting up a little bit. So when they do that, you kind of deprogram them. And they just let go. They go, and all that is gone, So they're the best emotional support animal you can get.
So that kind of feeds into what I've heard about horses. I haven't been around them a lot, but they always say that they sense if you're nervous around them and stuff like that. So, I mean, that makes perfectly good sense.
Yep. If you're aggressive, they become aggressive. If you're shy, they become shy. And this is all stuff, again, I grew up around horses. I knew a little bit about it. You don't show fear like you do with anything. Like you see about a dog, you show a dog fear, that dog's he's going to act on that.
Right.
It's an instinct. These horses, they just take all that in for you, So you get to, whether you're riding them or you're just walking with them. And, I was like, whatever. And I did it, and I was like, holy smokes. I mean, this horse was just,
wow.
after doing that little bit of petting, it was just following me around like a little puppy dog and staying right at my shoulder. It was just amazing, man. I was like, I get it. And I got to meet one of the veterans that were out there doing this training, and he told me his story. And it just, I've never been more fired up in my life. Like, let's fucking go.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Just hearing this guy's story and, what this ranch has done for him. So they can do. I mean, it's just a special place. I'm just excited to kind of help, escort people into there and show them about this ride on May 25th.
So how does a vet get involved with the ranch? What steps would they take?
Well,
say they need some help.
Yeah, you can reach out to them either through their website, or you can call them up. I don't have their number on me right now, but you can call up Reining Liberty Ranch and they put you in place, or through other veteran organizations too. The VA, I believe, has their information. Any place that the vets go to. American Legion has that. The Veterans Coalition. So there's all these outreaches for veterans that they use all these other programs. There's many places that are, I wouldn't say similar to the ranch, because the ranch is the only one around here that does what they do. But there's other outlets too.
Right.
And there's a big list of them. So the ranch to me is just a special spot. And I'd say, you can't get away from horses and motorcycles. Like back in the cowboy days.
Right.
That's what we would be doing right now.
Right. Yeah, if we didn't have motorcycles, if it was back then, we'd be on horses.
We'd be tricking out our saddles and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I figured, what a better way to help, than combining motorcycles and horses and doing this. So I don't know. Like I said, I hope everyone that comes out to this, we're going to have a little bit of a tour of the ranch once we get back from the ride. Miss Becky's going to say a few things that will educate you guys a little bit more than what I can do. With the nuances of the ranch and what they can do and their needs and, all the programs they have. They have a million programs. I mean, not just the horse stuff too. There's other things that go on there that they help with. And, every Thursday at 6:00, they have a veterans dinner, and that could be 10 to 30, 40 veterans that come in, and it's free. You just go there, you hang out.
Wow.
And it's every Thursday. She doesn't miss it.
Wow.
It's homemade food. She doesn't run down to KFC.
Right.
This is like real homemade food.
Real good stuff.
It's like going to grandma's house.
Right.
It's awesome. And all her volunteers too. Like Miss Becky doesn't do this by herself. She has a list of volunteers out there that are just dedicated. And like I said, when I saw that, I'm like, I don't know. I just couldn't help but be fired up about what we're doing.
Very cool.
And again, I'm not doing this alone.
I'm excited.
There's a lot of people involved in this, but I get to help branch that out, which is important, for me to. And we get a lot of credit for it. And I deserve zero credit other than making a dumb Facebook post every once in a while.
Well.
So there's a whole team behind us doing this, and I'm that's the thing I'm most proud of, is that we were able to take the North Michigan biker community that we had, and everyone who's on there was on the page, and like, what can we do? With RJ as well from Thunder Rose Magazine reached out. Carl from Michigan Bike Life. What can we do? These guys have good followings.
Right.
Even mentioning the ride, is huge.
Right.
So if you can't donate to the ride, just sharing the Facebook post.
Share it.
So a little bit of confusion here. When I started North Michigan Bikers last year, which has been a year now, we've been going. I started out being a page, and I was off Facebook for a good while. And I didn't understand how it worked. So in order to have a page, I would have to post everything on there. And I didn't want to do that. So I ended up making it into a group where you can share your ride, share your event, share your biker-friendly business. And I can really be kind of out of it. So we have the Northern Michigan Bikers page, a group page, which is a private page now. But I also share it over at Northern Michigan Biker, which is a page that I use to promote the group and as well as my YouTube channel. So that page itself is open, and you can share anything off that page. So that's how we're getting a lot of the word out.
Right.
So I had to end up having to go private with the group because we were getting a bunch of solicitations on there.
That's what I did with the Mid-Michigan Bikers.
So anytime you share from a private page, it doesn't show up for anybody who's not a member of that page.
Right.
So it kind of limited our access, but that's going to be changing because next year we're going to have a website.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Of course, we talked yesterday with someone, and the websites were like kind of a thing of the past.
They kind of are, but at least
I still think they're a good idea to have.
Well, it's a good spot to go just get all your general information at once.
Right.
I can just say, hey, go over to the website. Here's a list of everything you need to know. And, with the Facebook groups and the Facebook pages, information gets swallowed down as you go down your feed.
Right.
So all the information on this ride is on the top of our group page. It's all pinned up to the very top, so you don't have to go and look for it. And I'm trying to, at least through April, I'm trying to post about the ride. I post about the ride a lot. Might be a little bit annoying, but I could care less. But now, hitting May, we're going to post almost every single day about this ride. I want everyone to know about it, not forget about it.
Right.
Even though it is Memorial Weekend, this is still important. Like I said, if you can't donate, because I know money's tight for people, share the page, share the information. That helps just as much. But if you do want to donate, you can go to, there's a QR code that you can scan it. That leads you right to Reining Liberty Ranch's website. And then you just scroll down a half a click, and there's a donation tab, and you go through. It's a PayPal type thing. Next year, that'll change too. We're going to have a direct QR code going to a special account through PayPal, and it'll just be a one-touch,
Right.
thing. But even $5 helps out.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes a long way, and that's what we're trying to do, man. Again, number one goal is to raise awareness. Number two, of course, is to raise money, and number three is to have a good time.
Well, I'm excited about it. Like I said, I knew nothing about it. So, I mean, we're going to push it on the podcast. We're going to push it on our pages.
I appreciate that.
Of course. It's going to be a fun weekend. It'll be a fun ride. I know the routes changed a couple times.
Yeah, and we kind of had to, just over for the construction that's going on in Traverse City right now. We did end up leaving out. So we're going to leave. We're going to meet up at the ranch. Kickstands up is 11:30. Registration starts at 10. Christensen Law's coming up with their promotional team to take care of all the registration for us. Again, the first 85 people, I got to recount my patches. We'll get a free patch, but they have to be paid and registered for the ride. It's $35 a rider, $10 a passenger, and vehicles are welcome as well. Obviously, the vehicles will be pushed to the back of the route, but we do welcome vehicles. And if you just can't ride, you just want to donate, that $35 is a hell of a donation to get to the ranch. That's something I do a lot. I go through on other rides I know I can't go to, like maybe in Detroit.
I've seen you show up at a ride, pay to ride, and then leave.
Yeah. I did that. I did that for Mr. Church there, Magnum, on his ride. He's another story here about Mr. Larry. So I met with him. I got to witness the greatest thing I've ever witnessed in my professional life. Was 2 weeks ago, actually during one of our meetings. I skipped our meeting and went to a Veterans Coalition and to talk about the ride. I was a guest of Miss Becky. Unbeknownst to me, Larry was there.
Magnum was there.
He was there, and what the hell, he says, he let anybody in here. Well, he had. I've witnessed a lot of soldiers getting rewarded. And I'm going to mess this up, but there's a group in that makes quilts for soldiers.
Okay.
And I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but this started back in Vietnam. The lady lost her son, and as grievance, she was making quilts, and she would bring them to her local community when the soldiers came home. That caught on. I believe it's a kind of nationwide thing. And so I got to witness Magnum receive one of these quilts.
Oh, really?
It was, I've seen people get Purple Hearts. This thing meant, to me anyways, it was more than that. It was from your community. It's not just anyone can get this.
Right.
It was cool. And
very
honestly,
cool.
There wasn't a dry eye in the room.
Very cool.
These two gentlemen got that. So that was amazingly special for me to be able to witness, especially somebody that I love and care about, like Magnum.
Right. He's a good dude.
He's been a supporter of mine since, I have his thing on there. He was number 12 to join the page.
Really?
And, and he's been there, even just sending me messages like, good, thank you.
Right.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So he sat right there.
Yeah. So he actually has a big ride that he does every Memorial Weekend. He goes around to all the veteran cemeteries and pays homage to it. And he was going to do that Saturday. And he said, I know what? I'm going to push that off to Sunday. I'm going to your ride.
Very cool.
I was like, that's cool.
Very cool. Yeah. I'm hoping I got Van coming. I'm hoping Magnum comes too.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah, he's got some good stories.
Oh yeah, he's seen some things and done. He's been on every ride that I've done.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he did the Frozen Bits ride with us.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, we went down a couple of 2 tracks, and that was a great time.
You went down some 2 tracks. Did PP plan that ride?
No, that was Brother Mook on that
Oh,
ride. All of a sudden, there
no.
was a washed out road, and when you're on a 1,000-pound ultra,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it was
Um,
fun. But we got through it. There was like 4 of us who did that ride. It was a 30-degree day. We rode from Empire to Tawas Beach,
yeah,
and
I recall that.
there wasn't one person bitching about it. We
Might have
all
been. I don't remember why I didn't go. I think it was too cold.
it was freezing cold. But once we got over there on the east side of the state, of course the sun was shining. It was nice, but yeah. But again, we just have a lot of people behind us, man, and I just wanted to tell everybody thank you so much for everything. So the words of encouragement go because it's been you get your ups and downs. Like, oh, no one's paying attention to this. Is it worth doing?
Right.
And I'm like, of course it's worth doing. And one person reached out saying thanks. And I'm like, I'm all hulked
That's
out again, ripping off
yeah.
my shirt, right? Rock.
I mean, that's the podcast is kind of the same deal.
Yeah.
I look at my stats and I'm like, man, there are not very many listening, or not as many listening as listened last week, or what's different, what's going on. But I'm learning to not pay attention to that.
Right.
I'm learning that and I've said it all along. I don't care if I have 1 or 2 listeners. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep pushing out because for me, it's the meeting the people, like meeting you or meeting the last, Jeremy when he came in and sat with us. Or that's what it's about for me. I love learning, like I learned about Liberty Range.
Yep.
And that's because of you. So that's what's in it for me. And you can't let those numbers discourage you.
Exactly. It's tough sometimes.
It does.
About a month ago, I had a guy on my page, on the group page, which I'm very proud of this page because we don't get any bullshit on it.
No.
It's everyone's pretty. If you have something bad to say, they just really don't say it. Sometimes we do. We get some things through. I do allow some razzing, especially to the Honda owners. But
it's expected.
That's just biker razz, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I had a guy reach out to me on Messenger. He didn't have the balls to say it on the page, and just kind of belittled me about why I'm helping these veterans and why I'm helping out the ranch, and there's other things we should be doing, and it just I wanted to be a keyboard warrior and type back, so I decided to put a video out. And, there's nobody on earth who can intimidate me.
Right.
I'm the toughest or biggest guy in the world, but good luck. You're not going to, I am focused on this ride and the cause of
it's a great cause.
So, I just put it out there, and the impact that 30-second video had of me just telling this guy to go, pound sand, basically.
It was a good video.
You reached out to me right away and gave me words of encouragement.
Yeah, it was a good video.
I bet I had over 100 messages from there.
Oh yeah.
Private messages. It's like, don't listen to these people. And you get in that, you get into your feelings sometimes. And I'm really proud of this ride. And I know it's not going to be, we have a great foundation to grow from.
Right.
And I'm,
well, you got to look at it that way too. This is year 1.
Exactly. And that's, again, I know if anything, this year has been an education on what to do differently next year and how to approach some things. And how to listen to people a little bit more when they say, yeah, maybe that's not quite the best plan, but, and not having an ego about it. Like I said, getting rid of the Arlington ride that I wanted to do, it wasn't going to benefit the veterans. It would have been cool to do, but it wasn't going to impact that
I just don't think we would have. There aren't as many people that will come out and ride 100 miles as there are that want to ride for 3 days,
Right. So, it is what it is. And like I said, I've learned a lot about myself through this process, which is important, especially at my age, I'm 43.
Yeah. You're old, dude.
I'm still, but again, I go back to, I found my purpose. That's why, my motto through Northern Michigan Biker, the YouTube channel, and what I am personally, is ride with purpose. And, if you don't have that purpose, I love just riding around with my knuckleheaded friends and shooting shit. That's awesome. But let's do it for a reason too.
Right. Right.
And, not every single ride we're ever going to do is going to be a paid ride. We do a lot of free stuff. I love just meeting with our members and doing a dinner ride or just meeting up and, hanging out. But, riding with purpose is a mantra of mine now, and
It's on your bike, dude. I saw it.
Yeah, it's on my bike. It's on our t-shirt sales be coming out very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's on Northern Michigan Biker t-shirts. That's going to be our big thing. So through the YouTube channel, which is growing, again, at the help of everybody from Northern Michigan Bikers Facebook group, some other bigger YouTubers reached out with support, and it's in 3 months, I got 300 followers. I got a few videos out there with 10,000 views, and
Good stuff.
I'm getting people reaching out to me for endorsing their products and things like that. And it's I'm using that YouTube. It's more to show me as a person, but also show me as a person with what I'm doing.
Right.
Whether it's through the club or through Northern Michigan Bikers or Reining Liberty Ranch rides or whatever we do. I want to show off that us bikers as a whole, we're good people, and we support good people, and
Good causes, good people.
yeah. So there's a bit of a stint on who we are and how we do it. And Miss Becky was even, I wouldn't say she was apprehensive because she knew me, but once she got to meet, like Moo came out to the ranch with me, and she's all about this, man. She's pumped, and just seeing somebody who might not be a biker or know much about the bike life kind of look into it and embrace it is cool. And same with me. Like I'm, grew up around horses, but I don't know nothing about horses,
Right.
Now I'm a rancher. About some boots, I want to be all about this. And there's, like I said, it's a good spot, and I couldn't be more proud to have my name attached to it.
I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. I'm geeked. Yeah, I think the whole club's geeked.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun, and that's kind of our first little ride.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, and us being,
we got some stuff to prove, and
yeah, we want to show the other people around us that this is our mission, this is what we do, and as we grow as a club and people get to know us, it's a good thing. They know what we're about, and not we're not pretending to be something we're not.
Right.
So again, if you're gonna talk biker shit, do biker shit, and it's just about who we are as a club. It's about what Northern Michigan Bikers is as a group as a whole, and it's definitely who I am.
Definitely.
So that's why I love my club so much, because we're not all the same, but we all have the same ideas and the same. We're behind our mission 100%.
Definitely.
And we all understand that. So
yep, we're all about it.
Yeah, and even with future rides we have coming up, we have another ride coming up here shortly.
Yeah, and
it's outside of our realm, but not really.
No, it'll be it's
gonna be one of my favorite rides. I think
it's gonna be fun,
and I'm educating myself on it. So more on that to come. But with this particular organization we're going to be helping, it was like I want to learn more about it now. I'm like,
right,
I'm all about this now. Like,
right, yeah, it's easy to shift gears. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot, man. Like I'm involved with a lot of stuff in the biker community up here in Northern Michigan, and I'm taking some time away from other things to focus on not only just the ride, but the club and what we can do as a whole. Along with I talked about Midwest Bike Relief Foundation. We're starting up here as well, which is a great into May, Motorcycle Awareness Month, and what they can do is more of a down biker situation. We have 0 contacts up here other than me at the moment.
Right.
And, we're hoping to bring more people involved and get them involved with that as well. And when I reached out to them I talked to them about the ride. I didn't even ask them to be a part of it. They're like, what can we do to be a part of this? Because they don't care if their name was on the shirts or not. They just wanted to help. Yeah.
And I reached out to them in September of last year, wanting to get them on the podcast. And they said, well, we're not really up there yet, but we're looking for a state representative.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I just got a hold of the head honcho there, and you'll be talking to her soon.
Good deal.
Yep.
Good deal. So, we'll get her on here. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that's May 25th is the ride. It's at Reining Liberty Ranch. So Reining Liberty Ranch is at 4656 Silver Pines Road, Traverse City. There will be special biker parking. We also have a shuttle bus going back and forth about a quarter mile from the church on the end of the road. So we can, if we get overran with vehicles and people just want to come up, there'll be a shuttle bus going back and forth for that. There'll be homemade food there, and Miss Becky's taking care of all the food.
Oh, wow.
There's no alcohol allowed on site. We do ask people to keep their firearms away as well. It's not,
naturally.
just
Yeah.
don't be out there showing off your piece. But no alcohol on site, no drugs on site, obviously. And then I'm hoping to have a band available or a guitarist or somebody who can play some music for us afterwards. We've got a 50-50 raffle that we're going to be doing. We're still looking for donations for the 50-50 raffle, or for the 50-50 raffle. We have a prize as well for that. We got a few cool things.
So there's gonna be a raffle.
There'll be a money raffle
for some door prizes.
Yep.
Is that what you're?
Yeah, there'll be a door prize raffle too. I guess that'd be the word for it. You take a ticket, and you can win. We'll have a list of prizes down there.
I seen a nice flag.
Yeah, we got some good donations. So my mother-in-law reached out to a gentleman on Facebook who's a veteran, and he makes these cool. They're basically a plywood flag,
right?
But they're really cool looking.
They look sweet.
So we got 2 of those to donate out.
Hanging in here.
Yeah, we got 2 of those to give out. We got also I almost left these guys out. Gen Tees. So they have reached out, and they're going to make a few koozies. They said they handed me out 350 koozies. So if anyone needs a nice cold way to keep their beverages cold, you'll be lots of chances for that. So that's a big donation. It's about a $400 donation to the ride.
Yeah.
I'm also looking to, we're looking for someone to come in and play some music just for a few hours, if they're available. We got the door prize stuff. We have a 50-50 raffle we're going to be doing, so some chance to win some money there. The food, the music, the tour of the ranch, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a good ride.
Be good.
Again, it's a great foundation for us to keep on with.
And I know there's a few stops on the ride.
Yep. So we leave 11:30. Kickstands up from Reining Liberty Ranch. PP and Mook came up with a great ride for us that we're going to be running up to the Suttons Bay Veterans Memorial, making a stop there, up through Little County, over to Empire to Joe's Friendly Tavern for about a half hour, 45 minutes. They want to do a giveaway there.
I thought we were going to do a lunch there, actually.
I believe, we're still in the works on some of that. But we do have time to stop and get something. They're going to be hopefully maybe handing out some sandwiches or something really quick for us to get. We can get a beverage or two, head on back to the ranch. We are looking to have that head back from Joe's police escorted.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool.
Very cool.
It's not promised yet, but they're doing what they can do, and I should hear something very shortly. I wanted to hit up the Traverse City Memorial as well, but with the construction that's going on right now.
Next year.
Yep, next year we'll be hitting it up. Next year's ride might be a little bit different, but just with the road construction that we're going to be having and the unknowns of people that are going to be going, that memorial is kind of right downtown. And looking out, if there's only 5 of us, that'd be one thing. But if there's 100 of us, it's too dangerous to keep 100 people in line.
Right, and we want it to be a safe ride.
100%. So, so obviously you can register now off the Facebook page, or you go to Christensen Law Facebook page. There's a QR code for that. You register. You can pay your $35 now, or whatever it's going to be, or you can register at the ranch. But I do suggest you pre-register beforehand.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
And I thought of it while you were. So the first 80 people that show up that are pre-registered are going to get the patches?
Yep.
So chances are if you show up and decide you're going to register there, you're probably going to miss out on a patch.
You might miss out on a patch, and those patches are nice, man. I'll actually do a post here today on Northern Michigan Bikers group page and show them off one more time. Harold Burns, he knocked it out of the park.
I've seen them; they're sharp. Yeah,
the guy is amazing, and it's just a huge donation. Somebody to take that much time out of their day to make up those things. They're high quality. Was awesome, man. Like I said, I'm just kind of stepped back a little bit from the outreach that people have and generosity of everybody.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
I'm excited about it for a dumb drunken night idea. Turning into
the power of bourbon.
Yeah, it's turning into a thing, and I'm proud of it. And again, I want to give a real special shout out to Brother Mook. We made up 300 flyers, right? And these are high quality flyers. And he passed out every single one in like 2 days. And
wow!
The list of these T-shirt sponsors. There's 2 of them on here that I did myself. You got all these other people.
Yeah.
He did it in a day or two.
Wow.
So throughout northern Michigan right now, we have over 600 flyers hung up.
Mook's a good dude.
He's all right. I know he's gonna be listening to this, so
that's why I said that.
He's a big fan of the. He is
a huge fan of the podcast.
Yeah,
and we're a huge fan of Mook's.
Absolutely, man. I love the guy. So and this is a chance meeting too. I met him at a
definitely a good brother
Road Riders ride last year. He just came up to us. I'm by myself. Can I ride with you? Sure. And I mean, from day one, I was like, this dude's.
Oh, even I mean, the first time I rode with him, I'm like, man, this guy is real deal.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy dude. That any of us can call, and he'll be right there. He'll drop what he's doing, and so this is as much of his ride as anybody else's. He's been pushing this thing and talking about it and doing all this. So, Mook, I love you, brother.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Rob, thanks for coming down, man.
Yeah,
I know, I'm cutting into your nice riding time.
Yeah, jerk.
But
maybe I sold the bike. Maybe I sold my bike. This might not have been a bad deal. So,
the power of suggestion, I guess.
Yeah.
You ask those questions. Hey, you ride? Dude,
that's a great ride for him. That's a great bike.
Yeah, be a good bike.
I think so. So
yeah, and then you get a new one.
My wife listens to this, so.
Oh, she listens to the podcast?
She does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
She was like, she ain't got a new one.
No. No.
But we'll see.
No, you're not selling it.
Yeah. No, so like I said, man, I do appreciate it. I appreciate everything you do for us here with Northern Michigan Bikers. I know the cool thing about the biker community, especially on social media, I don't feel any competition.
No.
Like you inspired me to start Northern Michigan Bikers. Again, through like We Ride Michigan, which is a great group. There's just nothing up here in Northern Michigan to really promote what we're doing up here. So I decided to do that, and then it was just supposed to be for rides, events, and biker friendly businesses. And we got 2,000 people on it right now. And I said, if we have a small platform, let's do something good with it. And
definitely,
it's
quality
just growing
over quantity
every day. And same thing with the Facebook page. We got almost 1,000 people on that. And the YouTube channel, which is just kicking off, we got 300 subs on that already. Unfortunately, you get to not only listen to my big ugly voice, but see my big dumb face as well.
Yeah, he's got a face for radio.
But with the riding season coming up, I'm excited to get out there and show that off and show off, more of a personal side of myself and let you guys see what I see through the rides that we were doing as a group and with Northern Michigan Bikers and anybody else. So get on the page if you guys have a ride to promote, a bike night to promote, or a biker-friendly business you want to promote, get on there. That's what that page is for.
Yeah, and same thing with Mid-Michigan Biker.
Absolutely.
We do a lot of the same. We have a lot of the same goals.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not competition. It's just expansion upon the same idea. Yeah, it's cool. And, we want to help each other succeed is just the way it is. We want to help the biker community.
Well, it's been great. Even going from platform to platform, I'm on, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, which I don't have much of a thing on there. I'm on TikTok. I got the YouTube thing, the YouTube community with even some of these big name people. I had Professional Monkey reached out to me, which is
that's pretty cool.
I'm fanboy, over this guy. He's been watching him since he started. He reached out and just gave me support. When my dog died, I put a little thing on there about Mr. Winston passing away. And
that's a bummer.
He and his wife reached right out, said, sorry to hear about. He has 500,000 subscribers. He doesn't care about, but he does. He's cool.
Apparently, yeah.
So that kind of stuff. Bodine 52 has reached out. There's so many good people in the YouTube community as well.
Yeah.
Which you're getting into that too.
A little bit. Yeah, trying to.
You're gonna see it, man. It's a great community.
I'm trying to get over there. Yeah. I've seen that's it. We share each other's posts. We do all that stuff. Who would have thought like my reels?
Yeah.
Just over a sticker on a refrigerator.
Right.
You're getting over 1,000 views on a reel.
Exactly. The farming biker, I got to meet him down in Flint.
Yeah.
And him and his wife Stacy, they're awesome.
Right.
I come from a farm.
I've been pushing him to come over here too. RJ said something about maybe both of them coming over.
Yeah.
And hanging out for the day. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, let me know. I'll sit in the living room while you guys talk and we'll go ride.
I got it. Oh, I got the mystery ride on our club rides too.
Oh, okay. All right. No, he's a great guy. I met him at the Flint swap meet, and along with RJ I've talked to RJ back and forth via Facebook.
Right.
To actually meet him, took a picture with him, and then Farming Biker, he just gave me a lot of just keep doing you. Like you're doing good, and it's just things like that just people reaching out and doing stuff is that's what this community is about. And,
right.
And he talked about the ride as well, and he said that's awesome that you're doing this. And,
bikers helping bikers, man.
Yeah, and it's cool. So again, the Reining Liberty Ranch, some gave all Memorial Weekend run, May 25th. Kickstand's up at 11:30. Please get there by 10 for pre-registration. If you have
come hang out,
you can hang out. There's a mini horse there that we can go hang out with and see. This thing it's like a giant puppy,
right?
And and we'll take you on a little bit of a tour of the ranch, and you get to see. I'm hoping a lot of the veterans are there that they serve, whether they ride or not, and you get to hear some of their stories and just see these people with what they do, and it's a special place. And you can see action being taken through the volunteers there. And again, I mean, I will always shout top of the mountain about Reining Liberty Ranch because they're good people.
Awesome.
They fit right in with us.
And I'm excited. And get there early and come hang out with us. Get your picture taken with Big Yeti.
Yeah.
Because Yetis are tough to spot sometimes.
Exactly. We're going to have some swag there as well and stuff like that to give out, stickers. I
think there's some talk of the club having some stuff there too.
Bring it on. Yeah, we got that kind of, we got all sorts of things. Again, this isn't about me. This is about the veterans, about Reining Liberty Ranch. And, I'm not alone. There's 17 people on this page that I'm looking at that have reached out. Plus all you guys have shared the page and shared the ride and talked about it. Share. Yeah, register.
So we appreciate it. We want to see you out there is what we want to see.
We want to see you out there. And if you can't, we understand. If you can't donate, we understand. But just share the information. That goes a long way. It's free to do. And so, but, again, $5 is $5. That goes a long way.
Right.
Us. So I do appreciate it. We're going to have Mr. George is bringing out a flag trailer that they use for the coalition.
Oh, yeah.
So there's going to be a bunch of flags out there right behind the Pioneer construction truck, which is going to be lit up in front of the ranch. So you cannot miss it. It'd be a big red F-350 with the sirens going, towing a trailer full of American flags. So
awesome.
Yeah, it'll be great. So I do appreciate your time, though, man.
Oh, man. Thank you for coming down and helping me out today.
Yeah, co-hosting. This is cool.
PP probably be a little jealous.
He does a great job, too.
Yeah. His chair's safe is what you're saying?
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. An arm wrestle for it, maybe.
Get a lazy boy in here for me.
Well, I think I want a lazy boy in here. All right, bikers. That's all we got. Life is short. Get after it. Thanks for listening to the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast. Have a good one, bikers. And remember, life is short, so get after it.